Remember your leaders who spoke the word of God to you. Consider the outcome of their way of life and imitate their faith. Hebrews 13:7. Welcome to our Ridley Hill Missionary Baptist Church Black History Moment. As we recognize and honor our heritage across the nation, we would like to share with you a few of our community pioneers. The voices you will hear will be of their loved ones. Who better to tell their story than their family members that love and know them best? Thank you to all the families who contributed. These are only a few of the many that have had a positive impact on the lives of many throughout the Ridley Hill community. Thank you for joining us, and may God bless you and your family.
Minnie Foster Jones was born and raised in Madison, Mississippi. She is the oldest child of the late Thomas J. Rouser Sr. and Beatrice Hilliard McDonald. She became a Christian at an early age and had a desire to please God. Over the years, she developed several natural talents, like cooking and being a licensed cosmetologist, but a desire to sing overwhelmed them all. She was only 16 years old when she sung her first solo, "Tell Heaven I'm on My Way," at her grandmother's funeral. Her soulful voice became known all over the Madison County community. Her family and friends have often compared her voice to the late Mahalia Jackson. Minnie endured many trials and tribulations throughout her life, which made her lean more towards singing old gospel hymns, the ones that would get deep down in your soul and in your spirit. The hymns also share the richness of the gospel and the beauty of Jesus Christ. Minnie has been a member of Ridley Hill Missionary Baptist Church, where she currently serves as a deaconess. She genuinely believed, as a Christian, we must let the Word of God dwell in us to be more like Christ. And singing those hymns helped her do just that. Minnie has sung at countless church events, such as pastors and church anniversaries, Woman Day programs, funerals, and many other special occasions, like the Mayor Mary C. Hawkins' inauguration and the Traces of Mississippi documentary of African American history in the South. Soon I will be done with the troubles of the world. There's a leak in this old building. Hold on just a little while longer. Move on up a little higher. How I got over? Walking up the King's Highway. I don't know why I cry sometimes. I'm glad God made me in His image, and because He lives, I can face tomorrow. These are just a few of the many songs she is known for singing. Her love for Christ has helped her through some tough times, and singing has always ministered to her spirit and gave her a peaceful desire to please God through her voice in praise and worship.
Mabel Maxine Lewis Sutton, January the 8th, 1935 to January 16th, 2013. As a young adult, Mabel mobilized her family and community to provide the first school bus for the African American children in the Ridley Hill church community in 1949. The adversities she and her community faced are depicted in the book A Bus of Our Own by Freddie Williams Evans and is based on these real events. This crusade was just the beginning of Mabel's involvement and untamed desire to serve her community. Over the span of her life, Mabel served on the Church Beautification Committee and on the Usher Board. She also served as the church's financial secretary, as leader of the junior matrons with the Madison County Women's Institute, and as a one-time member of the Heroines of Jericho Precious Jewel Court 146. One of Mabel's most fulfilling and humbling acts of service to her community was her delicious potato salad, which earned her the title of the Potato Salad Lady. She would receive requests for her potato salad from all over the county anytime there was a gathering where dinner would be served. Mabel Maxine Lewis Sutton, a member of the Ridley Hill Missionary Baptist Church, the eldest of 7 children, was born to the late Josh, Jeff, and Carrie Bell Lewis. She attended Tougaloo Preparatory High School. After becoming a devoted wife and mother of 4 daughters, she earned her BA degree in elementary education at Tougaloo College in 1968.
We take this time to pay tribute to Tricia, Relina, Bully, Cotton, Darty, Thompson. Tricia Bully Thompson was born October 22nd, 1918 in Madison, Mississippi, in the Ridley Hill community. In 1935, at the age of 17, she united with the Ridley Hill Baptist Church under the tutelage of Reverend John Carey. She attended school at 8 years old at Madison Rosenwald and was graduated from the 8th grade under Mrs. Rosa Scott. After high school, she attended Jackson Teachers College. After completing her first year, her college career began. It began in Blaine, Mississippi, which is in Sunflower County, for $35 a month. In 1949, she began teaching at Truvine in Madison. Later, she returned to college and completed her degree in 1953. In 1980, she began working in the Hinds County Public School System. Ms. Tricia retired after completing 33 years of classroom. In August 1973, she received her master's degree in education from Jackson State University. And in 1990, she received a BS in theology from the Mississippi Baptist Seminary. Now, during the 1960s and 70s, Ms. Tricia had signed a document that she would not participate in civil rights activities, marches, sit-in, or any other demonstrations. However, she and a friend dressed up at night in men's clothing and attended civil rights meetings, which later helped her in her contribution to the Ridley Hill community fighting for civil rights and freedom. Now, Ms. Tricia served in many capacities at the church she was a member, including St. Paul and Ridley Hill Baptist Church. She was an avid Sunday school teacher and clerical secretary. She was a Bible scholar, member of the Baptist Training Union, Mother's Board, and president of the Missionary Society. Aunt Tricia was an active member of the Madison County Missionary Institute and also served as acting superintendent. One of her greatest contributions was the establishment of the after-school tutorial program here at Ridley Hill Church. Her sharpness and her insightfulness empowered others to remain steadfast to their dreams, to their God, and to the Ridley Hill community. We salute Tricia Cotton Bully Thompson.
Joe Edward Cotton Sr., my great-grandfather, was born on May 30th, 1923 to the late Edward David Cotton and Geraldine Foster Bully Cotton. A resident of Madison County, Joe completed his education at the Madison Rosenwald School, Daniel Hand School, now Tougaloo College, and Jackson College, which is now Jackson State University. Not only was Joe a veteran of the United States Army, but he was also a faithful member of Ridley Hill Missionary Baptist Church in Madison, Mississippi, where he served as a deacon and an active citizen of the communities in the Madison County and surrounding areas. Joe was instrumental in demonstrating leadership in the voter registration drives through the NAACP and organizing food distributions for the local communities through the Citizens Crusades for Progress. He was an avid fan of the game of baseball, which he played for years, and served as a commissioner of the Madison, Yazoo, Rankin, and Hinds County Semi-Pro League from 1970 to 1991. Joe was happily married to Angie Louise Cotton for over 53 years. Thank you.
D.W. Cotton, better known as me. He was a farmer, a businessman, and the chairman of the cemetery committee. Best remembered as the first black owner of a school bus that provided transportation for black children in our community so they can finally start walking to school. Stories have been told by some of the elders in our community that actually rode and had the joy and the pride to know how it felt to have their own bus. This movement was so impactful that a book entitled A Bus of Our Own was written by Freddie Williams Evans. It also highlights other historic makers in our community. For example, his brother, Joe E. Cotton, not only partnered in driving, but also purchased another bus to expand the vision.
Okay.
My name is Christopher Cotton, the great-grandson of C.W. Cotton.
My name is Abe Cotton. I am the great-great-grandson of C.W. Cotton.